What are the universal ethical principles? Honesty, trustworthiness, loyalty, respect for others, integrity, adherence to law, doing good and avoiding harm to others, and accountability. What is integrity? It's paramount in any profession, and this should be a basic human trait, but sometimes it seems to be ignored very often. One of the things, Bhopal tragedy, I hope you might not have forgotten that. What was the impact of it? It is still seen in Bhopal. Recently, 1 week ago, titanium oil spill into the sea. It has spread into the Trivandrum Sea, almost 2 kilometers into the sea. And what about the Palarivattam Bridge? Do you remember the movie Panchavadi Palam? What about Enron scandal? All these are examples of corruption. Maybe on the last Monday, CBI has arrested former Noida chief engineer for allegedly awarding projects worth 116.39 crores to private parties. So the amount of corruption which we see in our world around is too much. And this is getting reflected in teaching profession as well. So as teachers, we have to maintain the decorum. We have to take the steering forward, and without any problems, without any corruption, without having any unethical standards, we need to take the torch forward. And Georgia Piedmont Technical College has developed 10 work ethic traits. Appearance of a teacher, displaying a proper dress code. Earlier, it was a belief that lady teachers will wear only saris. The trend has changed. In Mumbai, teachers wear jeans and top to the college, no issues. So it is not your dress that matters, but you should appear smart. You shouldn't appear hot. The difference between smart and hot is different. Wear a lipstick, wear an earring, wear a finger ring, wear ornaments, wear jewelry, wear colorful clothes if it's okay with you. Wear accessories if you feel that it makes you confident. But our intention is not to attract others, but to impress. There is a difference. Our grooming, hygiene, manners, everything is important. Attendance, attending classes on time, arriving and leaving on time. And if in case of a leave, what do? We instruct, telling people in advance, and we make up for the loss that we are doing. Attitude of a teacher is very, very important. Showing a positive attitude, appearing confident, having a hope about oneself. That is very, very important. A smile is a contagious thing, I've told you. A smile can reflect a smile on another person's face. Very, very important. Your character, displaying loyalty, honesty, dependability, reliability, initiativeness, and self-control, calm and composed, using dignified language even in adverse situations. Effective communication, being a good listener as well as a good speaker. Cooperation, displaying leadership skills as well as displaying team partnership skills, maintaining proper relationship with your peers, following the chain of command, handling criticism and conflicts and stress in a beautiful way, in a composed and correct way. The organizational skills, showing skills in management, you're prioritizing, dealing with the changes that is happening, productivity, following the safety practices, conserving resources, following instructions, very, very important. Respect, deals properly with diversity, showing understanding, showing tolerance, showing patience and teamwork, respecting the right of others. Be a good team worker, be helpful, be confident, displaying a customer service attitude and seeking continuous learning. These are the work ethic traits. And let's do another self-awareness questionnaire on our professional ethics. Just answer these questions, please. Am I honest? Yes or no? Am I sincere? Yes or no? Am I passionate about teaching? Yes or no? Am I ethical? Am I justifiable in my actions? In any scenario, situation, you should understand this very much. Are you interested in reading one more story? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Who
yes.
is Kichdi? Birbal ki Kichdi. That's a story. Yeah. Come on, read it, please.
It was winter. One day, King Akbar announced a reward of 100 gold coins to anyone who could stand in the cold water pond all through the night and come out when the sun rises in the morning. Many came forward, but soon the pond was empty, except one old man. He stood there because he wanted the 100 gold coins to conduct his daughter's wedding. After the sunrise, he got out of the pond and asked for the 100 gold coins. The king asked him, how could he bear the cold water when even young persons came out of the pond? The old man said, I look at the distant lights in the palace and kept thinking of the warmth the light give. The king said, then you cheated me. You took warmth from my palace lights. I will not give you the gold coins. The old man was very sad and disappointed that his effort had gone waste. Birbal, a minister, understood that the king was unfair in his decision. He wanted to find a way to communicate this to the king. He invited the king for a dinner that evening. When the king arrived, he found Birbal sitting in the garden near a small fire. He asked, what are you doing? Birbal said, oh, I am cooking khichdi for your dinner. The king was surprised to see a small pot hanging from the top of the tree while that fire was on the ground. He said, Birbal, are you stupid? How can the khichdi cook when the fire is down below and the pot is way up? Birbal said, when the old man can draw warmth from the palace lights, which are so far away, why can't my khichdi cook from the fire down below? The king understood his fault and gave the 100 gold coins to the old man and apologized to him.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you, ma'am.
what are the life skills used by the characters? Is there any critical thinking? Is there any critical thinking?
Definitely. Birbal.
Yes.
And Birbal
Yes,
is
ma'am.
very empathetic
Yeah.
towards old women also.
Yeah. Birbal understood the problem that the king was unfair by refusing to give the gold coins to the old man. And
And he is empathetic also
yeah,
towards
very
the old
good.
women.
Empathy. People empathized with the old man and wanted to help him. That is why he was creative thinking. Gable used a khichdi cooking example to make the king realize his mistake. That is his non-verbal way of communication as well, without offending the feelings of the king. But King Akbar used a creative thinking in a negative way to cheat the old man, which means skills can be used negatively as well as positively. And decision making. What's the decision Birbal has taken?
To prepare khichdi.
Yeah, to help the old man by preparing khichdi. And communication. Birbal has devised a novel and creative idea to communicate with the king, but the old man was lacking that skill. Okay. Yeah. So, as teachers, what do we make sure? We have to resolve lots of ethical issues in our life. While I was discussing this topic with my friends, they were sharing some of their experiences with me. One of my friends, whose daughter has taken an admission in a, what do you call it, a nursery school, but due to some logistics problems, she couldn't join that school. The school has refunded all the money they had paid. But recently, 6 months ago, a law college, a famous law college in Mumbai, where the same daughter has taken admission, but she has got admitted in another college, so she hasn't joined the college, but she has paid the fees. And the college did not return money on withdrawal in spite of government order to refund it. So these are unethical issues which we see in life. And there was a similar incident happened in Mumbai in a post international school where an NRI student had taken admission but did not join the class. And even after a court order, maybe the amount was nearing some 10 lakhs. The school has almost taken 5 to 6 lakhs in name of this fees, that fees. And we have seen many self-financing colleges with poor facilities in different courses, not just one particular course, different courses. They managed to get the approval even without fulfilling the terms and conditions. And at engineering workspace, ethics is also about the supplier selection, component selection, and petty cash handling, where all these is based on lavish dinners, compliments, and other monetary benefits which rule the roost. So that we face many problems in our country. More than half of the working professionals, as per a survey conducted by Hindustan Times in India, they do not enjoy their work and do not look forward to new challenges at work. About 29% of the workforce in both organized as well as unorganized sectors feel that wasting time at work has become an unwritten office culture. And Ratan Tata has famously triggered a debate when he was quoted in London paper in 2011 saying that Britain is losing business because British professionals are not willing to go the extra mile. It's a work ethic issue, he was quoted as saying, and that things were different in India. So, a lackadaisical approach to work and a positive attitude towards corrupt practices. It's okay, so what? And those attitudes have to be changed. And professional ethics in teachers is highly significant. Teachers with ethical and moral values will definitely be blessed with love, care, affection, sincerity, honesty, and dedication, which in turn becomes a boon to our children, a boon to the institution, as well as the education in general. So, how do we need to be? We have to ensure that as teachers, we are compassionate, we are patient, we are tolerant, we are competent, we are clear, and we are convincing. We are convincing not just to one person, but to another person as well. All of us know that attendance is mandatory in most of the courses, especially in professional courses. While I was working as a B.Ed teacher in a particular college, there was one student in my class. He was almost elder to me. He was elder to me at least for 5-6 years. He was working somewhere and he has joined the course. It's a full-time course. He's supposed to attend. He never attends the class. And in B.Ed course, we used to have teaching practice teaching sessions where the students are supposed to go to a school and be there throughout, from morning till evening, and they are taking classes. As per, they prepare lesson plans, and they may be having only one class a day, but rest of the classes are decided by the school. All the activities which the school assigned them, they are supposed to do. But this particular student was not regular in the school as well. So one day, the principal came and complained to me that this student, since he's an English student, she complained to me that your student is not coming to the school regularly and he is not even taking his lessons. That he is assigned this particular class and my students are suffering because of him. So it's a serious complaint. So even when he hasn't attended the classes, he cannot write the record because he hasn't taken the class. So how can he write the record? He can simply write a record and came. He came after the internship and everything is over. He just came with the record and I'm supposed to sign it. I said, I cannot sign it because you haven't taken the class. Go to the school, take the class and come back and I can sign the class. If I'm signing it, I am not convincing other students who are doing all their duties properly. I have to answer them. I have to answer to my conscience. So as a teacher, I'm not supposed to sign that because I'm not doing something which is according to the law. Maybe the university can help the child. Maybe the principal can help the child. But as a teacher, I cannot do it because then I'm becoming a biased teacher, becoming a partial teacher towards one student where I'm not doing it to others. So I'm supposed to be convincing and clear to all my students. So the stand, an ethical stand taken by the teacher becomes a model for the students to emulate. It gives them the courage. So as teachers, let's ensure that we follow the code of conduct. We maintain close relations by respecting the individuality of students and our colleagues. And teachers must model strong character traits: perseverance, honesty, respect, lawfulness, patience, fairness, responsibility. And we should teach every student with kindness, equality, and respect. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it. And our response towards life should be compassionate, correct, clear, and convincing, because that makes us a professionally ethical person with strong life skills background.